What's up guys, Carnage here, and let's check out Hot Wheels Unleashed on Xbox. This game is published and developed by Milestone, and there's multiple versions of the game to choose from in the store. Now, we'll get into that in just a moment, but I want to mention that luckily in this game there are no real microtransaction loot boxes. These are only unlocked, these kind of loot boxes in the game are only unlocked through normal gameplay progression, and it doesn't look like there's any way to really buy them with real money, which is nice. I was worried about that at first when I saw these boxes, but I can assure you, at least at the time of this recording, they have not added any real money microtransactions outside of course, just the base game or the different versions of the game that you can buy. The standard, collectors, and ultimate edition, which I'll get into now. By the way, as I'm explaining that, you're seeing obviously the different cars that we unlocked from some of those boxes. You'll be able to get those, like I said, through normal gameplay progression from different events as rewards, and you'll also get coins, gold coins that you can spend on new boxes as well. So the standard version of the game is $49.99. That includes just the game and the sports car pack, so some new vehicles there. And here we go, we're starting the tutorial in the meantime. So as I go through the tutorial here, I'm going to explain about the other versions of the game. Also, the standard and the collector's edition of the game are both out on September 30th, but if you get the ultimate edition of the game, it's actually available on September 27th, so you get it 3 days early along with a bunch of other stuff. So I'm going to explain and also try to explain the tutorial here. Obviously they show you right trigger is gas and then A is boost. So it's very reminiscent of Burnout and also Trackmania, and of course the Forza 4 expansion, Forza 3 DLC. That was the Forza Hot Wheels expansion. That really that was awesome, and this game already reminds me of it, and I'm enjoying it so far for sure, guys. But anyway, back to the different versions of the game. The standard one, of course, just comes with the game and sports car pack. Then there's the collector's edition, which is a little bit more pricey, $69.99, and that one comes with some more DLC, vehicles essentially, and also a new expansion pack, which is, I think, Pack 1. And then the Ultimate Edition has even more vehicles and a second expansion pack, along with the first one as well, which includes, I guess, stuff coming along the lines later on in DLC, you know, more content. So that's kind of neat, but the best thing about that is that, you know, the game itself, if you get any of the versions, you know, the game itself is all here. You get the full campaign, you get a track editor, you get online multiplayer, by the way. I'm going to show you guys some gameplay of that towards the end of the clip. But here in this video, right now I'm still going through the tutorial, and stuck in a spider web, almost like a No Doubt song. But anyway, also, like I was saying, I do want to also give a shout out and thanks. There's a lot of stuff to remember, but I do want to give a shout out and thanks to the publisher and PR company of the game that provided me a review copy, so that way I can showcase the game for you guys a little bit ahead of time. Of course, if you do get the Ultimate Edition, the game is actually out now as well. So as of this recording, it should be available September 27th. But anyway, you guys are seeing it here. Pretty straightforward and easy to figure out the controls. I got into it right away. If you're, you know, any type of fan of racers, you're easily going to get into it. And it's also really easy to get into for anyone that hasn't even played racing probably. Just right trigger, gas, left trigger, brake, or drift. And the drifting is very arcadey, which makes sense. You know, very much like Forza Horizon, I would say. Closer to that than a simulation game. I know Milestone, this publisher, has a couple simulation-style racing games, but it's nice to see that they took the more arcadey route in this game and stayed true to the Hot Wheels franchise. So I'm really digging this game so far. You guys know me; I'm really into arcade racers, much more than regular simulation racers. Now, you know, if you enjoy Forza Horizon, I would definitely recommend this game. This is probably the closest you'll get to that quality of, you know, arcade racer, in my opinion. I'm really digging this game. Aside from the spider webs there from little hazards, but it actually reminds me of a game that was on, I know this is going way back, but if you guys remember a 360 arcade game called Grip Shift, this game introduces a lot of similar hazards and obstacles that you got to get past. Now, it starts off with only a couple, but they really get inventive and creative with them. There are like fans that blow you off the edge of the map, which you will see a little bit of later. There are also like different jumps and loopy loops, as you would imagine. Tons of different like vehicles as well in the game. There's just a lot of variety. I can go on and on about it, but we're gonna get through this tutorial race here. There's a loop right here coming up, but we're not gonna use that one. Also, the worlds are huge. As you can see, there's only like, I think, 6 different worlds, but they're very detailed, and each one of them is huge. You can tell you play as miniature cars. Obviously, that's the Hot Wheels, like, the classic toy cars that you come to love and expect. But the thing is, I think different tracks in that same world, they can change where they go. So, like, you might be driving past a different part of the area on a different race. There are also tons of different shortcuts and, little speed run style, time saver-esque spots, I guess you could say. There's all those kind of things that you could expect out of a racing game, and it'll be fun to find all those tricky, cool secret areas and stuff like that. There might be also collectibles, like, I'm not sure yet. There might be like Easter eggs hidden throughout the level, which is cool because you don't actually reset your car when you mess up and you go off track. It actually lets you go off track and explore wherever you want. And I was finding myself at one point just going around and enjoying the scenery because it looks beautiful, by the way. I do want to mention the graphics are great. Here we go. We got an achievement as well. Go Beyond Limits. We win a quick race on track in the skate park. That level. So I think that was the tutorial. Pretty sure. First timer. Complete tutorial. Yep, there we go. Also, I got a bunch of the achievements already. There's a lot of quick ones, a couple grindier ones, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that hard of a 1,000 gamer score. I will show you guys the achievements later on in the video, but from that said, I know I'm rambling a lot, but there's a lot to explain about this game, so hopefully you guys find it useful. If you are enjoying the video, by the way, hit that like button if you do enjoy it, my content, and the video here. And also subscribe if you haven't already. I do appreciate all your support. And hit the notification bell, that way you guys will be notified about my upcoming content. I have a lot of stuff in the works, and spend a while with this game as well. This is going to be about an hour-long video, I believe. I might not be doing commentary throughout the whole video. I don't want to bore you guys to death, but I will be explaining a bunch of stuff here as we go through. So this part here, you can see we can have a lot of customization in the game. You can mess with your player tag and profile background. I was spending a little time doing that. You unlock more stuff along the way. There's a full campaign, by the way, which is actually really robust. There's a lot to do there. I'm going to show you guys that as well. But there's a lot of customization, different vehicles. Every vehicle obviously controls differently, so there's a lot of variety. There you can see the campaign stats. We could also have different names, little tags. So I try to find something that customizes and suits me well. So here we go. That one looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. Classic Hot Wheels. Hell yeah. But yeah, any Hot Wheels fan has got to get this game. I mean, I played with Hot Wheels cars when I was a kid as well, and who hasn't really? Like, I'm sure there have the people that didn't. They're deprived, right? But anyway, I do recommend definitely checking this game out if you're any kind of racing game fan, or even new to the genre. If you haven't played that many racers, this is an easy one, very accessible to get into because it's very arcadey, as I mentioned. Now this part here, I was kind of curious about it. I don't know all of the details about this basement area, but you can actually customize your house with different items that you unlock from the races and in the campaign. So I don't know if you could walk around here. That would have been a little more immersive and cool, but it is pretty neat to see what you can do here and unlock stuff. Customize your house from your winnings in career mode. So definitely kind of cool. But yeah, we're gonna probably just move back to the other mode and show you guys the actual campaign in just a moment. So before we do that, there's also a couple different options I can show you guys. I did put it on easy to start out. I was finding it a little bit too easy at first, but I could always raise the difficulty later. I don't know if there's achievements based on that. I don't think there were. So I know that you can get achievements on easy, which is definitely fair. But I might challenge myself later on once I get the hang of it. Although that said, there is even other objectives, optional stuff to, work on completionist stuff in the main campaign. Now, I don't know what happened there. I clicked on that, and maybe it wasn't ready yet as of the time of this recording. So sorry about that, but there will be, there might be downloadable content in the future. Like I said, there's no microtransactions outside of the main games that you buy, but, hopefully not in the future. Now, here's the part with the loot boxes where I said these are all unlocked through game progression once again, and we're going to open another one that we got from the tutorial race. And as you can see, they all have different stats. We got a Ford Mustang, I think, there. Pretty nice. I think I'm going to use that one. There's other ones that are a lot more gold, but of course we get the gold coins, and then we can buy vehicles or more boxes. Now, there's also a livery editor and a track editor, too. You can also download different people's custom liveries of different cool cars that they made. And I'm not sure if you can... I know you can make your own tracks, which is pretty cool. There's a nice advanced track editor. I will say it is a little hard to get used to, but once you do, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. The only downside, though, I don't know if it's actually possible to download other players' maps. I haven't found that yet. But I know that you can at least, like, share your own, which makes sense. I guess you would have to find other people's if you can share your own, or at least play your own. But we'll have to see about that. I didn't find that in my time with it so far, but that also could be something that is coming at launch, because I was recording this a little bit before. But that said, let's see here. We have different layers that everything really looks like really nice in this game. I'm playing on Series X, but of course you could also play this game on Xbox One, Xbox Series S. There's also out on other platforms as well, outside of Xbox also. But yeah, Hot Wheels Unleashed. We're going to go into campaign shortly. I'm just showing you guys all different stuff. There is an issue with item sharing there. I don't know why. But that said, we're not going to spend too long in that editor. I just wanted to see if there was an achievement there, but it didn't look like it. So we're going to back out of that in just a moment. You could also put tags on. So I'm assuming there's there's definitely a way to download other people's stuff for cars, and I would assume the same for tracks. But we'll have to see. So I think here I'm going to check out one of the cars that someone else made. These are all from the community already. Ooh, this one looks good. Decent. The hell is that? A Battletoads mobile? That looks cool, though. Ooh, that looks like the Batmobile some style a little bit. That looks really nice. I like that one. I think I'm going to grab that. And you can just download them right away off the community. Pretty cool. Alright, so we're going to go back here. And there's also split screen 2-player. Online is up to 12 players, I believe. Yeah, 2 to 12 player online, as well as Xbox cross-gen multiplayer. There's no cross-play between other platforms, but it's just you can play Xbox, current gen and next gen together. So that's always nice as well. But yeah, we're going to try the Ford Mustang. And if you get enough of these gear items from the campaign, you'll unlock more gears. And those gears you can use to upgrade your cars and upgrade the different attributes. Now here's the campaign. Here's the career, the main meat of the game. And it's actually a nice, I like the way they do this with the overhead map. Kind of reminds me of like Burnout Crash, if you guys played that one. I'm not sure if you have. But not many people played that one, I don't think. It was totally a different style of game. But anyway, that said, we're going to check out the first race of the campaign here. And I think we're going to use the Ford Mustang. So this world is the basement. We are in the basement area. The load time's pretty quick on the Series X. Not too long at all here. So it's going to load. It's going to go from like 20% right to 100. And I got to say, this game looks beautiful. As you can see already, the reflections, the detail on the cars. There's so much going on in the backgrounds. Like I said, I was driving around earlier off-road just for fun, like just exploring and checking out the scenery. it's really that amazing looking. So here are these little floor pads. There are also obstacles all over, like that wall, which will slow you down. You can still break through it, but it will slow you down a lot if you hit it. You can also do little shortcuts like this, where you're totally off track, but it actually gets you back on. So that's a cool little route there. Now, yeah, those electricity purple things on the floor, those actually give you boost, which is on your bottom right. So there's a little boost meter, it fills up when you drift, and there's other ways you can get boost as well from different floor pads. Now, another cool thing about the game is that in some aspects it reminds me of like Trials or jet car stunts. There were games, or Grip Shift, like I mentioned earlier, where you can actually control your car in midair with the right stick as well. You can even roll and turn, do a barrel roll if you wanted to. If you have enough air, you could actually do a barrel roll. And you can kind of like aim your car up and down with the left stick as well, so you can land more safely and evenly. I didn't really mess with a lot of that yet, but there's a lot of technical stuff you can do. So that's awesome. And also, what's not awesome is I went off track. But of course, I started getting excited about exploring, and then you can just hold Y and auto respawn right there, manual respawn. But we're still in the lead because I did put it on easy, not gonna lie. First time playing, I gotta try it out on easy difficulty. But there is hard, and I think I think easy, medium, hard, very hard. I don't know. There's a couple of difficulty levels to choose from. But so far, no rubber banding AI, which is nice. At least on easy difficulty. You can also see, of course, the top left it's pretty straightforward, but there's the lap time and the amount of laps. We're on the final lap right now, and the top right shows, of course, the scoreboard of who's I'm in the lead and the people behind me. So here we go, a big jump. Can we make it? Oh, we almost got to the. If we get to the background, there's some arcade machines there. Oh, can we get back on the track? Oh no! Wow, we actually made it. We're on 2 wheels. But we did it. Hell yeah. Sweet. Yeah, the music so far also is very, like, just gets you pumped up and excited, just nostalgic as well. If you ever played a lot of the, with the actual, if you played Hot Wheels with Hot Wheels cars when you were a kid like I did, I mean, you'll love all the different designs that they have in the game. And then, of course, there were some other Hot Wheels games in the past that I've played. Some of them not so great, but I mean, this one so far is very solid. I'm really happy with it so far. There's another achievement. Good start. So, as I said there, just by playing, you're going to unlock those items. Coins, gear items, not gearbox. Isn't that, that's the Borderlands company. Anyway, you're going to unlock gears to upgrade your car. As you see, I don't have enough yet. You also get gold coins, and you'll be able to buy more of those boxes. And then you'll also get direct unlocks to different customization items and things that you could decorate your house with, or different vehicles directly, and other player icons and profile stuff to customize and represent yourself online. So a lot of customization and depth in the game, and I'm happy that the career mode looks pretty robust. Like, there's a lot of levels, a lot of different like time trials, from races to time trials to, I think, elimination. There's all different, a couple different modes. Would be nice to have a little more variety in the modes, but so far I like what they have, and there's definitely a lot of areas and levels to play through in the campaign. So here we are in the second one. Second actual career race, I believe. Second or third, I don't know. I lost count. Doesn't matter. We're having too much fun. But yeah, we're going to jump that gap here. And those are those walls that I was talking about on the left. You got to dodge those. And we are grinding like Tony Hawk right now. We might be able to come back from that, hopefully. So there's a different green arrow pad, and I believe that one just automatically boosts you when you go over it. There's also like a magnetic strip sometimes that you'll see. They introduce a lot of new stuff along the way as well. New hazards, new obstacles, new items and things like that. There might be power-ups, I'm not sure. I haven't run into any yet. But so far, it doesn't really need that. It's fun as hell already. Okay, are we, yeah, we're in the lead again here. Let's see if we can get get the win yet again. Oh, we did not make it that time, but luckily it puts us far enough back that we can get a nice jump and make it over. So it's smart about that stuff. Like when you respawn, it won't put you just by the edge. You don't have to worry about backing up. So that's fair. Look at that drift. Hell yeah. I don't think there's an achievement for a certain amount of drift in one shot, but I think there is like a achievement for drifting a total amount or driving a certain distance as well. So yeah, there's definitely a couple longer achievements to go for in the game, but there's also a lot of quick ones right away. So anyone that's wondering about the achievements in this game, I think it's a fun and fair achievement list, I would say. Not super quick, but not super grindy, like not too grindy either, I would say. But yeah, here we go. Got another win. 50 more points, too. So now we unlocked a time trial level. And we got some gears and another track unlocked. So that you can also play the tracks in Quick Race. Of course, you could do it in multiplayer, online or offline, as I mentioned. There's 2-player split screen and 12-player online, which I said earlier. So we're going to try a different car this time. Mountain Mauler. And we're in a skate park, so hell yeah, Tony Hawk style. Definitely getting Tony Hawk vibes, even though we're in a racing game and not a skateboarding game. I love the aesthetic though. Like, this is probably one of my favorite levels. No surprise, you know. I haven't been able to like actually grind. It would be cool if you could actually grind a rail. I don't know if the later areas of the game have that or anything like that. Like I said, it might, you know, some levels use the same world, like the same skate park world, but you're going in a different route or a different section of the map where it's totally different. There might be a reverse track of it. So I'm sure they change all that stuff up to make it fresh and exciting. So this one has, as I mentioned earlier, there's, I don't know if I actually touched on it, but every level in the campaign has 2 different objectives, I think, except for boss fight levels. Yes, there are actually like boss levels. Not essentially a real boss, but it's kind of like a challenging track with a lot of hazards, and I'll show you guys that later in the gameplay. But as I was saying, there's definitely a lot. I kind of lost my train of thought there, not gonna lie. But yeah, there's just a lot of stuff in this game that I'm excited about in general. If it comes back to me, I'll mention it again. Oh yeah, there. I remembered it already. So basically, like I said, this game is too amazing to think straight right now. I can't get my words together. But anyway, each level in the campaign, aside from the boss fights, I believe every level in the campaign has a main objective that you use to beat and unlock the next level, or a branching path where you don't have to actually go on the next one level. There's multiple ways you can go sometimes. And then an optional objective in each level where you want to go for completion. If you want to go for the 100% and get everything done, there's another objective. Like sometimes it'll be get gold, get first place. In this one, as you can see on the unleashed goal on the top right, was get a certain amount of time on the time trial. So that one we didn't quite get yet, but we might be able to get that when we upgrade our car later on and upgrade speed and acceleration. So you can see on the left there, there's the 2 different objectives, one basic and one more advanced. But that's pretty straightforward there, you guys can see. We can also pick different levels in the map of the campaign, and we're on to the next one. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to end the commentary there. You guys got a good look at the game and what to expect out of Hot Wheels Unleashed. I'm really enjoying the game so far. I definitely recommend it. If you want an online multiplayer racer, or offline, of course, the single-player campaign is quite robust and seems like it has a lot of variety and overall. So I think the game is a lot of fun and recommend it, guys. If you want to check out the rest of the video, hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Check out all the gameplay. I'll have another about half hour or so of gameplay here. And I'll also do a multiplayer race online at the end. So towards the end of the video, even though, spoiler alert, I get my ass kicked, I don't fully lose. You'll see what place I come in, but we'll just leave it there. There's a guy that comes in first that basically I've seen in the Forza Horizon games, and he's quite a hardcore pro racer, and you guys will see his name in the leaderboard. I'm not going to spoil it, but you guys will see that at the end of the video, and he just dominates everyone at the end. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you did, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more upcoming content. I do appreciate your support, and thanks again, guys, and I'll see you next time. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay here, and see you guys in the next video.